Hello, dream chasers, and welcome back to the Kapil Gupta Career Pod Show. And I'm your host, Kapil. And today, I want to share something that literally changed my life. Imagine this, it's 2019. I'm sitting in a coffee shop in Mumbai, scrolling through endless job applications and feeling like just another face in the crowd. Sound familiar? But then, something magical happened. I got a call from a multinational company not because of my technical skills. There were hundreds with better qualifications, but because I could speak Hindi, English, and a bit of Spanish. Now, that single conversation opened doors I never imagined possible. And today, we are diving deep into something that most career coaches won't tell you: how speaking multiple languages isn't just a hobby, it's your secret weapon for career domination. And we are talking about unlocking career growth through multilingualism. You know what breaks my heart? I see brilliant young minds, maybe just like you, limiting themselves because they think career success is only about degrees and certifications. But here's the truth bomb: while everyone's fighting over the same technical skills, multilingual professionals are quietly building empires. So grab your favorite chai, settle in, and let me show you how your ability to speak different languages can become your career superpower. And trust me, by the end of this episode, you'll never look at language learning the same way again. So, hello all. I'm Kapil Gupta, founder of Study Abroad Academy. I'm on a mission to coach and mentor 100,000 high school students and help them realize the dream of studying in the best universities of the world and build happy and successful careers for themselves. So, now let's start with the obvious question: why should a young professional in India care about speaking multiple languages in today's world? Friends, we are living in the most connected era in human history. Companies aren't just hiring locally anymore, they're fishing in the global talent pool. And guess what? The base they are using is multilingual professionals. Think about it. When Infosys wants to expand in Latin America, they don't just need coders, they need coders who can speak Spanish. When Tata Consultancy Services open offices in Germany, they're not just looking for project managers, they want project managers who can think in German. I remember meeting Priya at a networking event. She was a regular software developer from Pune. Nothing extraordinary on paper, but she spoke fluent Japanese. And today, she's leading a team of 50 people in Tokyo, earning more than most CEOs in India. And her secret: she positioned herself as the bridge between Indian efficiency and Japanese precision. The remote work revolution has made this even more powerful. Companies like Shopify, GitHub, and Buffer are hiring Indians not just for their technical skills, but for their ability to work across time zones and cultures. And language, it's the key that unlocks these opportunities. And here's what most people don't realize: you don't need to be fluent in 10 languages. Even basic conversational skills in one additional language can set you apart. And why? Because it shows employers three things. One, you are culturally adaptable. Two, you are committed to long term learning. And three, you understand global markets. And now, let's talk about something that's not in any MBA curriculum but is absolutely crucial for career success, and that is cultural intelligence. When I was learning French, I didn't just memorize vocabulary, I started understanding why French business meetings have a different rhythm than Indian ones. I learnt why Germans prefer direct communication while Indians often use subtle hints. This wasn't just language learning, it was cultural intelligence building. And here's where it gets interesting from a neuroscience perspective. When you learn a language, your brain doesn't just store words and grammar, it creates new neural pathways that help you understand different ways of thinking. You literally become more empathetic. And research shows that multilingual people are better at reading social cues, understanding different perspectives, and resolving conflicts. And these aren't just nice to have skills, they are leadership essentials. I know a guy named Arjun who works for a global consulting firm. During a project in Brazil, while other team members struggled with cultural misunderstandings, Arjun's Portuguese skills helped him navigate not just the language, but the business culture. He understood why Brazilian clients preferred relationship building over quick deal making. Result? He became the go to person for all Latin American projects. And the beautiful thing about cultural intelligence is that it compounds. Each language you learn doesn't just add to your skill set, it multiplies your ability to connect with people from different backgrounds. And in today's diverse workplaces, this is pure gold. And let's get real for a moment. The job market is brutal. For every position, there are hundreds of qualified candidates. So, how do you stand out? So, I was recently talking to Ravi, an HR director at a Fortune 500 company. He told me something that blew my mind. He said, Couple, for technical roles, we receive thousands of applications with similar qualifications. But when we see someone who can speak multiple languages, they immediately go to the top of the pile. So let me share three real stories that will change how you think about language skills in hiring. Story 1, Neha's Japanese advantage. Now, Neha was a marketing graduate from a Tier 2 college. On paper, she was competing with candidates from IIMs and other top institutions. But she has spent 2 years learning Japanese through online courses. So when Sony India was looking for a marketing executive for their Japanese partnerships, guess who got the job? Neha's starting salary was 40% higher than the market rate. Story 2, Rahul's German engineering dream. Now, he was a mechanical engineer with average grades. While his classmates were struggling to get jobs in Indian companies, Rahul had been learning German. When Bosch India was expanding their R&D team, they needed engineers who could collaborate with their German headquarters. Now, Rahul didn't just get the job, he was fast tracked to their Germany office within 18 months. How cool is that? Then, story number 3, Sanya's Spanish success. She was working a regular BPO job, feeling stuck. So she started learning Spanish during her lunch breaks. So when a company launched operations in Mexico, she volunteered to be part of the transition team. And today, she's managing the entire Latin American operations from Mumbai, earning more than her MBA friends. So notice the pattern? These weren't linguistic geniuses. They were regular people who understood that languages create unique value propositions. So, in a world where everyone has similar technical skills, your language ability becomes your differentiator. So, now let's dive into something fascinating, what multilingualism actually does to your brain and how it supercharges your career. So, scientists have discovered that multilingual brains are literally different. So, when you speak multiple languages, your brain develops stronger executive functions. So, what does this mean in simple terms? You become better at one, switching between tasks. So, you get to know multitasking, then solving complex problems, then making decisions under pressure, and lastly, adapting to new situations quickly. So think of your brain like a muscle. So when you learn languages, you're not just exercising the language muscle, you're doing a full body workout for your mind. Every time you switch from Hindi to English to Spanish, your brain is doing mental gymnastics. And this cognitive agility translates directly into career advantages. Multilingual professionals are known for better problem solving skills, enhanced creativity, superior multitasking abilities, and greater mental flexibility. I noticed this in myself. After learning three languages, I became much better at handling multiple projects simultaneously. My manager often commented on how I could switch context quickly during meetings. Now, what he didn't realize was that my brain had been trained to switch languages constantly. And studies show that multilingual employees are 20% more likely to be promoted to leadership positions. And why? Because the same mental agility that helps you switch languages also helps you navigate complex business challenges. So, all right, I'm sure you are convinced. You want to start your multilingual journey, but where do you begin? Let me give you a practical roadmap that actually works. So, step one, choose your first target language strategically. Don't just pick a language because it sounds cool. Think strategically. Like for tech careers, consider German for engineering, Japanese for electronics, or Mandarin for manufacturing. Then for business roles, Spanish for growing markets, French for luxury brands, or Arabic for energy sectors. Then for creative fields, Italian for design, Portuguese for content, to Korean for entertainment. Then step 2, the 20-80 rule. You don't need to become Shakespeare in every language. Focus on 20% effort on basic conversation, and this gets you 80% of professional benefits. Then business specific vocabulary for your industry, and then cultural context and etiquette. Then step number 3, learning resources that actually work. So let me share a few free resources. Duolingo, great for building habits and basic vocabulary. YouTube channels, find native speakers teaching your target language. The language exchange apps, HelloTalk, Tandem for real conversations, and podcast. Listen during commutes. Then there are paid resources worth investing in. Babbel, excellent for business focused learning. Then Rosetta Stone, that is for immersive approach, and then local language institutes for structured learning. Now let me share a 30-day quick start method. Week 1, learn 50 most common words. Week 2, master basic greetings and introductions. Week 3, practice simple business phrases. And week 4, have your first 5-minute conversations. So join language learning communities. Create a study group with colleagues. The social aspect keeps you motivated and accountable. And use technology smartly. Change your phone's language settings. Watch Netflix with subtitles in your target language. And follow news accounts in that language on social media. Don't just learn, apply. Volunteer for international projects at work. Attend cultural events in your city. And follow industry leaders who speak your target language. And update your LinkedIn profile with language skills. And don't forget to track your progress. Set monthly conversation goals. Record yourself speaking monthly. Take online proficiency tests and apply for roles that require your new language skills. And as we wrap up today's episode, I want you to close your eyes for a moment and imagine your life 5 years from now. Imagine walking into a meeting where you are the only person who can bridge the communication gap between your Indian team and international clients. Picture yourself confidently negotiating deals in multiple languages, understanding cultural nuances that others miss. Visualize your LinkedIn profile attracting opportunities from around the world because you've positioned yourself as a global professional. You know, when I started learning my third language, people called it a waste of time. They said, Kapil, focus on your technical skills. But today, those same people ask me for advice on which language to learn next. And why? Because they've seen how multilingualism didn't just add to my career, it transformed it completely. And here's what I've learned after years of studying successful professionals. The ones who thrive aren't necessarily the smartest or most talented. They are the ones who understand that in a connected world, your ability to connect across cultures is your greatest asset. And every language you learn is like opening a new door in your mind. Behind each door is a world of opportunities, relationships, and experiences that monolingual professionals will never access. You're not just learning words and grammar, you're expanding your universe. Now, the beautiful thing about language learning is it's never too late to start. Whether you're 18 or 45, whether you're a student or an experienced professional, the benefits begin from day one. Every word you learn, every conversation you have, every cultural insight you gain is making you more valuable in the global marketplace. So now comes the most important part of our conversation. I'm about to give you a challenge that could literally change your career trajectory forever. So here's your mission, should you choose to accept it. The 7-day language challenge. Day 1. Choose your target language based on your career goals. Don't overthink this. Just pick one. Day 2. Download a language learning app and complete your first lesson. Day 3. Find one native speaker online and introduce yourself in their language, even if it's just hello, I'm learning your language. Day 4. Watch a 10-minute YouTube video in your target language with subtitles. Day 5. Learn 20 business related words in your chosen language. Day 6. Find someone in your city who speaks this language and arrange a coffee meeting. And day 7. Record a 1-minute video of yourself speaking in your new language and share it on social media with #CoupleLanguageChallenge. And here's the real magic. Tag 3 friends who need to hear this message. Create a language learning group. Support each other because when you learn languages together, you don't just build skills, you build a network of globally minded professionals. And 1 year from now, I want to feature you on this podcast. I want to hear how your decision to embrace multilingualism opened doors you never imagined. I want to celebrate your promotion, your international assignment, your dream job that happened because you spoke that extra language. And remember, every expert was once a beginner. Every successful multilingual professional started with their first hello in a foreign language. Your journey starts now. Your career transformation starts today. So before you go, do me a favor. Share this episode with someone who needs to hear this message. Subscribe to the Kapil Gupta Career Pod Show and leave a review. Let me know which language you're going to learn first. And until next time, keep dreaming big, keep learning, and remember, your next language might just be your next career breakthrough. So this is Kapil signing off. Go out there and speak your way to success. Thank you.